Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms with another free-to-play guide for Nightmare Void Rift. This is the Torodor series Phase 1 Stage 5. This is the Calypso boss where she comes around the side. If you are struggling with this, stick around. Without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, let's take a look at the map here. This is the map where a bunch of guys come over here, they come up, she comes up here, and she starts to try to form a seal stone. She can come up here and form a seal stone. I think one more here. I think she maxes out about 3. We're going to try to keep it below 2. I think with this strategy, it works pretty good. We are going to come in here with this team, and we're going to have Oleg in there as a tank, and he should be just fine doing so. Now, we are going to run Lunaria. She's going to do some DPS on the boss and a couple of the enemies coming down on the bottom. Lunaria is going to be in a somewhat weak Infernal Roar set, but she is an Infernal Roar set nevertheless. That is still a 40% damage increase. We are focusing on attack percentage as always on the free-to-play guide here, using mostly epics. They all have a relatively low attack base. So attack percentage 3 times on the right side and Warlord on the left. 14.5k attack, crit capped, 1.1 attack interval, 264 crit damage. There's nothing too crazy going on here. This, however, is pretty wild. This is a Spirit Siphon at level 25. I would suggest either an Eagle's Gaze or a Shadow Gaze or any of those sorts. You know, she should be able to do quite a bit of damage without having the Spirit Siphon on her. Idril is going to be the same way, and Idril's going to be in an Idril's Gaze. The same kind of set. We're looking for 3 times attack percentage on the right side, crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage on both pieces on the left, on Warlord or Calamity, and she's coming in at 11.6k attack and 340 crit damage. Now, Novros is also on the team and is as well as Wrath. So, Novros, he's in a Soulbound Arcana set. I know that this gear seems pretty intimidating, but if you are pushing Nightmare Void Rift, you should be pushing the Gear Raid 19s. And you should be farming those really hard if you're low on gear and you can't quite do this. If you cannot, break the setup and then just lower yourself down to hard or use better heroes. Any kind of AoE style mage is going to work for Novros. Triple attack percentage, same old story. Look for crit rate, crit damage. Attack speed is a bonus. Crit rate, crit damage, attack speed on the left side with Warlord or Calamity. And he's coming in at 15.7k attack, 1.5 second attack interval, crit capped, and 320 crit damage. He is in a White Tower Trinket. It is maxed out. If you have a Tear of Twilight, a base level Tear of Twilight is going to outdo a White Tower Trinket. Dolores, she's coming in about 12k attack in an Invigoration set. Most of you should know what Dolores is doing. She does an Inspiration. She's about a 70% buff total when she is activated based off of her attack to her allies. So she's looking at 60 to 75% to all of her allies in range, which is going to be just Idril and Lunaria. And for Isolde and Oleg, they are both in the same style set. It is Guardian sets with Bastion rings, focusing primarily on HP because of their extra shielding that they receive. Vortex is in an Asclepius set with a Salvation on the left side. High HP, high attack speed. We're looking at about 40k HP, 1.5 second attack interval. And Rage Regen and Healing effect is 40 and 95. That kind of effect isn't really necessary for this stage, it's just nice. To get the nice high attack speed, you want to go on attack speed amulet, HP percentage, bangle, and ring. Wrath, he is in an Infernal Roar set. Annihilating Might, of course that'd be better if that was Calamity. Also it'd be nicer to have his HP a little bit higher as well. But 18.5k attack, 116 crit damage because, or crit rate because of his extra crit rate that he allows from his kit. 277 crit damage, nothing too wild. And he's running his exclusive artifact. Of course you could run something else if you wanted to. Anything that would increase his attack or crit damage. As long as it's a mythic, it kind of makes a big difference on his base stats increased. Alright, so going into the fight, primary focus is taking care of getting Wrath down on the right side first. So Wrath is going to be down here. We are going to place Idril pointing downwards. No, pointing upwards, I'm sorry, here. And then we're going to place Dolores right next to her. As soon as we can, we're going to place Navras right on this platform over here. I'm going to point him upwards. And the next one is going to be Lunaria, pointing down. Now we want to use Navras. You should be able to hit this fish kind of floating around over here. The next guy you want to get out, obviously, is going to be the Vortex. And as you can see, Calypso does attack the last placed unit. So in this case, it's going to be Oleg over here in the spot. And then we will still have Isolde sitting around just for a, you know, oh crap kind of button. Activate Idril as soon as Calypso shows up. So she can take care of most of the enemies on the screen and then start attacking the shield directly. Okay, so now the shield should come down. No seal stone summoning here. We are not going to move anybody else around at this point. Although it is very tempting. But if you pick up Lunaria and you point her in a different direction, she will not be able to hit anybody anyways, so we're not going to do that. This seal stone here is going to be summoned. There's not really much that we can do about it. If we decided to bring, instead of Isolde, bring another kind of marksman over here pointing upwards, you could probably take care of it. But in this case, it didn't really seem to matter because she's only really hitting Oleg. Kind of just doing that wait thing until some more enemies spawn down here. Here comes some more. Gotta do some more damage to this guy before he gets too close over here. That helps out a little bit. Lunaria will give him some good whacks. I believe if the gear is good enough, you can actually not even worry about the seal stone as well. But we are going to try to hit him with with Idril and see if we can't do some damage to that shield. Wrath is going to take care of this guy. Wrath is of course A5, so he's healing himself whenever he does hit a target like that. If you build your Oleg right, the seal stones aren't going to matter much. I don't think that Idril's going to be able to take care of these seal stones. Or this seal stone as well. If I would have held Dolores, she probably would have taken care of it, but you can see Oleg's holding up pretty darn well over here. We're going to actually snap on Navras right now, kind of help out with the enemies on the side over here. So now I place down Isolde just to try to help out. I am going to activate Oleg's ultimate. That'll reduce the damage everybody's taking over in that area. As you can see, we're not activating Idril or Dolores. We're just gonna wait until the right time. Isolde should be pretty safe still. If she runs into any trouble, you can activate Vortex or her ultimate herself. We'll activate her ult. Navras's ult as well to take care of this last fish. And then we're going to start hitting her directly over here with Idril. That's going to about sum up the fight. Just kind of keep cycling through these the DPS heroes and it should be pretty straightforward for you. As I said before, if you're struggling on gear, these guides will work for all the other difficulties of Void Rift as well. There's no reason that you're trying to make yourself struggle too hard pushing on Nightmare if you're not quite ready for it. And there she goes. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that Idril's gonna be doing most of the damage. Yep. Navras coming in second place. This guy just continues to impress me. I wouldn't doubt if I'm able to use Navras all the way through Void Rift Nightmare. And I'm actually kind of surprised in how well Lunaria does with her damage, because I was never really impressed with her ever since I've had her, to be honest with you. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you need any help with anything else, don't forget to join the Discord, and have all the stages labeled, and you can join up there and find whatever stage you're struggling with, and I'll have the video guide placed underneath there. But thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.